Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another lesson. I have a little problem right here that I'm trying to figure out, and I'm going to need your help. Do you see all these frogs? I want to know which group of frogs, the blue or the yellow, have more or a greater amount than the other. Which color has a greater amount than the other? I want you just to look without counting. I just want you to make a good guess. We're going to make a good guess. Which group do you think has more? The blue or the yellow? Which one has a greater amount? What we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do when we're trying to figure out which group has a greater amount or more. This is kind of messy right here. They're kind of all over the place. We're going to organize the groups. Can you say organize? It's kind of like when your mom or dad say, hey, go organize your room. That means you have to put everything away and you put things together that are just like each other. So you put your socks together, you put your t-shirts together, you put your toys away together, you organize. So that's what we're going to do. Let's start with the blue frogs. I'm going to line them up so they are organized and together. Can you say organized? I am organizing my frogs right now. Let me see if I move this down. There's a lot of blue frogs here. We're organizing them. We're putting them together neatly. Okay, so let's go ahead and count how many blue frogs we have. Please let me hear you so you're doing it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 blue frogs in all. Notice how I touched each one? That helps me count. All right, now we're going to organize our yellow frogs. I'm going to put them right underneath. We're putting them together in a nice row. Can you say row? A row, we have a row of blue frogs, that's one row, and then we have a row of yellow frogs. That's two rows. All right, let's count our yellow frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 yellow frogs in all. Now we're able to compare. Can you say compare? Compare is when we try to figure out how two things are alike. Say alike. Alike means how are two things the same? And then we're going to try to figure out how are they different. Do we have the same amount of blue frogs that we do of the yellow frogs? Are they equal? Or does one have more? What do you think? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put them together. We can even draw a line if we wanted to, but we're going to put them together. So we have, these are the same. These two are the same. These two are the same. These two are the same. So far we're equal. These two are the same. Uh-oh. Does he have a buddy? No, we do not have another yellow, which means the blue frogs have more. Can you say more? Or we can say the blue frogs have a greater amount. Can you say the blue frogs have a greater amount? Say greater. How many extra do the blue frogs have? How many more do they have than the yellow? How many extra? How many extra is this? Ribbit, ribbit. It's one more. They have one more. They have one extra. Hey, the blue frogs are winning by 1. Ha ha, we have one more. Ha ha. So I want you to say they have one more. They have one extra. They are winning by 1. Great job, everybody. So the blue have a greater amount, which means the yellow have what? The yellow has a fewer amount. Can you say the yellow has a fewer amount? Great job. So now what we're going to do is we're going to represent our story here with the frogs with our paper. And I want you to pause this video and I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to get your crayons because you're going to help me with this. Press pause and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so to represent this story, it helps to have crayons so we can draw the colors. We're going to draw counters on our paper. We don't have to draw frogs because this is an art class. We're not trying to draw a beautiful picture with details. We just want to do a very quick math sketch to show our story or to represent our story. So I'm going to use my blue marker. I want you to use your blue crayon. We are going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue circles to represent our blue frogs. 1, do this with me. 2, nice and neatly in a row. Make sure it's in a row. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I'm going to be a good counter because good counters, they recount. Can you say recount? Recounting means to count again, to make sure you drew the correct amount. Sometimes we make silly mistakes with our brain. Let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I drew the right amount of frogs, which really are circles. Now I'm going to get my yellow marker and you're going to get your yellow crayon and we're going to represent how many yellow frogs we have. And let's recount to make sure. Help me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to draw 1, and do it with me. 2, 3, 4. See how nice and neatly I'm drawing these in a row? It's nice to organize. 5. Did you do this? Did you draw your 5 yellow circles? If you need more time, you can always pause the video. Now I'm going to recount to make sure I drew 5 yellow circles. Can you help me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I've just represented my story with the frogs right here on the paper with my circles. Now we want to figure out, we want to compare the two colors. We want to talk about how are they alike, the same, and how are they different. So I'm going to take my marker, I want you to use your pencil, and we're going to connect lines to show how they are alike or the same. These two are the same, 1 and 1. These two are the same, 1 and 1. Go ahead, connect them with your pencil. These two are the same. There's 1 blue and 1 yellow. So far, they're equal. These two are the same, 1 and 1. Make sure you're doing this with your pencil. These two are the same, 1 and 1. So far, we're equal. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a buddy for this blue one? Did we have a buddy for the blue frog? No, there's nothing here. Which means which color has a greater amount? Yes, the blue has a greater amount. I want you to circle the group of blue circles, or we're pretending they're frogs. That shows that the blue has a greater amount. Can you say the blue has a greater amount? Greater. Greater. Can you write this word on your paper? Greater. And you can pause this video so you can see this word as you're writing. Greater. I'm going to put an X on the circles that have a fewer amount. I want you to put an X on the yellow because it has a fewer amount. And then you're going to pause the video to write the word. fewer. Greater, fewer. Go ahead, pause the video, and you're going to write those 2 words. Great job, everyone. I'll see you next time. Thanks for your help.